Welcome to Purchasing a Legal Practice, a Law Society video that is one of a series providing career management information for solicitors about buying and selling legal firms. I'm Keith O'Malley of Law Society Support Services. If you're interested in self-employment, one option that might be open to you is to purchase an established practice from a solicitor who wants to retire or otherwise transition out of law. An important first step is to be sure, or as sure as you can be, that self-employment will suit you. Ask yourself questions like, do I have the skills and interest to market a business? Another question, have I something new or additional to offer the marketplace? Another question, how much risk and uncertainty am I comfortable with? It's really important to clarify what drives you, and questions like this can assist. Okay, let's move on now and look at exploring purchase options. A critical matter is good fit between buyer and seller. This is especially so if a transition period is planned as part of the purchase agreement. A transition period is that time between when the practice is purchased and when the owner actually departs. If incorporated into a deal, it can be anywhere between 6 months to 3 years plus. Also important is the type of practice you buy. Purchasing a practice is a long-term undertaking, and buy one that suits your personality, your values and your abilities. Location is often pivotal consideration. Do you want to practice in a city or in a more rural area? Both have their own advantages and disadvantages. The key is to understand what fits your long-term goals and how you envisage yourself connecting with clients and with your community. Now let's look at talking to a prospective vendor. Talk to the person, discuss what they want, how soon they want to depart, and broadly what they seek from a sale agreement. Explore how transferable the business is, what proportion of the client's firms are likely to stay with the firm and what proportion are not. Ask questions regarding the firm's client base. How do they obtain new clients, percentage of clients that return, percentage of business that is referral based, etc. Consider what the firm's goodwill is based on. If it's very much based on a well-known person at the helm, the goodwill might not be worth much if that person departs. Let's progress on now to negotiating a deal. There are a variety of methods for evaluation. Best advice is to consult with an accountant or a business advisor on this. Do not try and work through this kind of transaction on your own. A whole range of matters can be included, such things as premises, employee responsibilities, debtors. There are also ways to structure a deal so that not necessarily a huge amount of money is paid up front. One word of warning, however, tax implications, whether treated as a capital gain or income, can sometimes stymie deferred payment options. At this stage, you should be trying to reach a heads of agreement in advance of doing due diligence. Now, the next stage is due diligence. You will have to organise somebody to do due diligence for you. And the ideal person to do that is the accountant who's advising you. Get them to do this exercise for you. Now, let's look at reaching an agreement. The due diligence exercise will have brought matters to light that will need to be discussed and negotiated on. Try and have an open dialogue and develop agreement that works well for both parties. Understand that you cannot get 100% assurance on all matters. Buying a business inherently involves risk. The next step is to execute the deal and to take over the practice. There are regulatory responsibilities to be complied with at this stage, and you'll find the Law Society Regulation Department able to support you on this front if you contact them. That's the end of this video. A number of other videos in this series are available with other more information about buying and selling legal firms.